Is your RV life over? Every year, millions of RVers exit the RV lifestyle for a variety of different reasons.
Lots of different reasons.
But what do you do with the RV? Do you sell it? Do you rent it? What about donating it? In this video, we are going to go over the pros and cons of each option and help you decide which one is best for you.
Welcome back to the RV Odd Couple. My name is John.
And I'm Mercedes, and long story short, we found freedom, independence, and adventure full-time RV in the United States of America.
And then we bought a campground. Now we're building a community that loves God, family, and country.
Guys, we don't do these videos for fun. We do these videos really trying to help you.
We try to help as many people as we can.
So in this video, we are diving into a huge decision. This is not a simple one. What's the exit strategy when it comes to RVing? Even if you're new to the RV life, you should still consider these aspects now.
Yeah, because everybody's a little bit different, right? For us who were on the road for 3 years, we come off the road. We now rent one of our RVs and bought a smaller RV we can travel around. Some people bought an RV, hated the RV lifestyle, and the RV now sits next to the house just collecting dust, losing value. So this video is really going to help you dial in on your options. And share this video with anybody that you think it may help. Please give it a thumbs up and comment below. What did we miss? And at the end of this video, we've got a real special announcement about Easter Sunday. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary of the chapel. And we've got some great announcements for you guys at the end.
So renting the RV is a very attractive option because of the income potential. However, there are always strings attached. We're going to go over all that in great detail. But let's start with the income potential. I mean, you can be earning anywhere from $50 to $200 a night, depending on the RV.
Which can be $1,000, $1,200 a week. That's nice.
Yes. But let's be realistic here. The chances of having that RV rented 365 days out of the year, not likely. So budget accordingly.
One of the biggest reasons people will rent their own RV out is they bought brand new, they didn't like the RV lifestyle, or they didn't use the RV enough. They're upside down and they can't afford to sell it. It's finance. That's why we tell people don't finance your RV for long terms and always put 25-30% down. It's one of the other reasons we don't like buying new. Let somebody else pay for the depreciation.
And the other big thing too, guys, is that it's going to cost additional money to maintain it. So you are loaning out your baby
to somebody that you do not know, and you do not know how much experience they have.
Yeah, and speaking of experience, if you are going to be renting an RV, who are the types of people that tend to rent RVs? They tend to be newbies.
Yep.
So, you know, the time involved, you can plan at least an hour showing them where everything is, right? One of the tips we recommend is labeling everything with a label maker, making a little manual, because here's the rub. You can spend 3 hours showing someone where everything is. The chances are they might forget a thing or
There's
two.
a lot to it. We did it. We rented a van a couple of years ago. The guy took an hour and a half with us, right? It had everything laid out, had manuals, and we had to call that guy 3 different times during our trip because there were certain things we could not remember with the van, and every RV is a little bit different.
Yeah, and another really big thing about the renting an RV is insurance. There are some insurance policies that if you rent out your RV, you are actually voiding your coverage.
Most of them are like that.
Yeah, and then there are also additional insurances that you can obtain to protect yourself if you do choose to rent out your RV. Some RVs are better for renting than others.
Yeah.
I think if it's a towable, a smaller travel trailer makes a lot of sense to rent out if somebody's going to be driving it.
Small Class C.
Yes, but if it's a really big
42-foot fifth wheel and they're going to drag it with a Toyota, it's probably not a very good idea.
And the customer service aspect that you are going to have to deal with renting out this RV to the public, guys, don't go it alone.
Don't go it alone. A lot of people think they can just put an ad on Facebook or put an ad on Craigslist, right? Guys, you are going to be answering the phone or emails constantly. People asking lots of questions, right? It's just nothing that you want to attempt to do by yourself. Go to a professional. Dufer Fun RV is who we suggest you go through to rent it out. There's a bunch of companies out there that do it. We love Dufer because they're a small family-owned company. The dad's there, the mom's there, the grandfather's there.
Yeah, they all work in the business.
They all work in the lots of experience. The other reason you want somebody else to do it is you don't want to be answering the phone in the middle of the night when the person you rented it to can't figure it out, right?
Yeah.
When you give it to a rental company, they're going to take care of all this stuff for you. They're going to find you your customer. They're going to screen your customer. They're going to do all the paperwork. They will make sure it's properly insured, and they will answer the phone 24/7 when the rig is out there. Another huge consideration is make your boundaries really, really clear with the company that's going to rent it for you or the person you're going to rent it to.
Yeah.
Do you want cats in your RV? Do you want dogs in your RV? Do you want smokers in your RV? So get really clear on your boundaries and let those people know. How many miles do you want to allow them to drive your RV? How many hours do you want them to put on your generator? These are some of the things you really, really have to think about before you make the decision to rent that RV out.
Absolutely.
So renting is a really attractive option if you're upside down and you can't afford to sell it.
Yeah. All right, now let's talk about selling the RV. And I am not going to sugarcoat this, guys. Some people, frankly, are going to have to write a check in order to sell their RV.
Yes.
And so selling an RV is a very attractive option if you're not upside down or if you're in a position to write that check in order to sell it.
Right. So the only tips I would have for you, if you're going to sell your RV, make sure everything works. Be a good person. Have integrity.
Be a good person.
Be a good person.
That applies to all three.
The world needs more and more good people,
That's
right?
right.
If you don't know how to do it, hire a professional, do it, add it to the price. But because this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to come and look at it. They might like your RV, but they're going to look for everything that they can pick apart to lower the price. The other thing I would highly suggest to you is do not try to sell your own RV on RV Trader because guys, you are going to get so many phone calls.
Yeah.
They're going to drive you crazy. They're going to lowball you. The dealership's going to come out of nowhere.
They're going to call you.
They're going to call you and lowball
Flood
lowball you. Go to a company that has integrity and that is going to help you either consign your RV with a company or find a small mom and pop company like we're going to put in the description below. Do4 RV, and let them help you sell it.
If you're going to sell your RV, there's a lot of things you need to consider from the emotional standpoint of being ready to let go of your baby, but also financially, what is that RV really going for in this market?
Do your research, find out the ADA book value. You're probably not even going to get that right now, but that's where you're going to want to start.
Exactly. And then let's be real, there's probably going to be some repairs involved. I think it's worth it to spend just a little bit of money getting it right, getting it perfect, ready to sell. The other thing to consider when selling your RV is the timing. Are you trying to sell in the dead of winter?
Or the beginning of winter in the fall when RV season is over?
Yeah. Also, timing wise, how much time do you really have to devote to this endeavor? If you're retired, you're going to have more time to fiddle fart around with the looky-loos.
Guys, unless you're a mechanic and you really have the time to sell it yourself, great. If not, just give it to another company on consignment, which is what Do4 does, or let them straight up sell it for you. The final piece is, do you want to donate your RV? There are some great companies out there that help veterans that are homeless or people that have dealt with a devastating natural disaster like just happened up in North Carolina in the Appalachians. There's a lot of different companies that do donations. What my favorite is right now is emergencyrv.org. Those guys literally helped hundreds and hundreds of people. They got them out of tents in the middle of winter in North Carolina over the winter and into a donated RV.
But if you're going to donate your RV, here's a couple of things to consider. Is your RV in ready to go condition? Or is it in a project status? You know what I mean? Like maybe it needs a lot of things fixed up, which is fine. There are some places that will accept an RV that needs work and other places that really need to make sure the tires and everything is ready to go. The other thing to consider also are the tax implications, the financial stuff, because let's be real, the person that's going to be donating the RV is probably not the person that's upside down and can't afford to get out of it, right? Because
unless they have the money.
Yeah, you have to have the money, right? Because if you're going to be donating the RV, you kind of need title free and clear.
And check out the companies. There's lots of companies you can donate an RV to. Make sure they are registered with a 501c3.
Yeah.
And then do some research and find out how much of that money actually goes to people that truly, truly need it.
So maybe you found the perfect charity. and they want the type of RV that you have to donate, and they are supporting a cause that is so near and dear to your heart. But maybe they're located in California and you're in New York. So there's a lot of logistics that you also need to consider when donating your RV. Do they pick it up? Are you responsible to drop it off?
Mm-hmm. Who's going to pay for the professional service to move it if they're not going to move it for you? Mm-hmm. Lots of stuff to consider, and also tax implications. Reach out to your accountant and make sure what the value is of that RV and how much of that will be written off.
Yeah.
God Family Country Ministry, our ministry that we started last year, is doing amazing things. We've donated more than $40,000 up into North Carolina and the devastated areas in the Appalachians. So we're trying to figure out a way that God Family Country Ministry can actually, you guys can donate your RV to us, so that we can we have a place to put it. We can get it to families that need it. We will make sure they truly, truly need it. We're looking for RVs that pretty much everything works. So if you're one of those people that have the money, you've got an RV that's been sitting outside for a long period of time, consider God Family Country Ministry, and we promise we will do a great job at finding the right family, probably right now in the Appalachians, or placing it here at Thunder Canyon Campground, and then basically taking proceeds where that rents out and giving them to somebody who needs it.
That's probably one of the biggest blessings of the YouTube channel is
what we've done with the ministry.
Well, and that was never the intention. This was about driving around and
exploring. None of this was the intention.
This was about driving around and exploring, and then Thunder Canyon happened, and then the ministry happened, and the building a chapel in less than 100 days happened.
When God tells you to do something, you do it.
Yeah, no matter what your wife says.
This was
right?
never the plan. This was never ever the plan. But
Yeah.
we just trust that He's guiding us in the right direction. We pray the same thing all the time, send the right people at the right time so we can do your will. And that's exactly what's happening. We're getting ready to have our first 1-year anniversary of the opening of God's house here at Thunder Canyon. That's beautiful little chapel that sits out over Reflection Pond.
It's gorgeous.
Sage has asked to be baptized this year.
That's huge.
If you haven't made your reservation, you better do it this week. Hopefully you're coming for 2 or 3 or 4 days.
Because we're going to celebrate all week
long. The whole week long.
Yeah, so we have everything from egg hunt. If you're really old, you can hide your own eggs, or you can play with the kids and watch the kids hide eggs.
I'm getting to that place where I can hide my own eggs.
Daddy, it's the kids.
My pockets are loaded.
It's for the kids.
These are mine.
No, it's for the kids. The candy's for the kids.
Not sharing.
Yeah, so you can watch John hide his own Easter eggs and go find them. We're going to have a blast. We have an ice cream social. We have a creek hike. I mean, we are going to have so much fun the whole week of Easter.
Please, if you are coming to visit, try to get in here by Friday. We don't want to be running around checking you in late Saturday afternoon because we do want to do a service Saturday night.
We also have a huge potluck on Easter Sunday that we're super excited about. All we ask is that you please give this video a like. Consider commenting if you have some experience that could be helpful.
If nothing else, say Happy Easter or He is risen.
There you go. And if you are not already subscribed, just click the button. It just blip.
Guys, we want to break 200,000. So
that would be
please
awesome.
Check to make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, subscribe to the channel. Support our mission. Support everything we're doing. If you're a newbie RVer, there's nobody that's going to tell you the truth like we will. We'll always tell you the truth, and we'll do videos that nobody else will. So
that's for sure.
Hope that helps. If you're coming for Easter, we can't wait to give you a big hug and celebrate the resurrection with you, and also Sage getting baptized. And if not, God bless you. We hope you and your family have an amazing Resurrection Sunday. Happy Easter, and we'll see you in the next video.